Fishing has changed in Stardew Valley. Just look at this. This is a fish frenzy. A brand new way to get tons of fish in Stardew Valley. Do you want a legendary fish? Well, I have a secret that will ensure you catch it with pure, utter ease. But before that, let's start at the beginning. On the second day of your playthrough, you will get some mail from Willy. Read this and then head to the beach. Willy has a gift for you. His old hard rod. Your very own fishing rod. Now, the first thing you need to do is not use this thing and dump it into the ocean. Instead, go into his store and buy a training rod. The training rod will ensure you succeed in the early game. You see, the training rod will only cause easy, weak, peasant fish to bite. I'm not saying you suck. We want easy fish in the early game. That's because we can guarantee perfect catches. A perfect catch will grant you bonus experience, which will then allow you to rapidly level up your fishing skill. One tip I can give you here is do not hold down the button. Instead, tap it. Tap it over and over again. And if you need to tap the heck out of it, you won't regret it. Never hold it down, always tap. We need to zug on easy fish until level 2 fishing so that we can instantly upgrade to a bamboo fishing rod. Why do we care? Well, this rod can take bait, and bait will drastically increase your ability to enjoy the fishing in this game. Bait will cause fish to bite onto your line considerably quicker. You need bait. Without bait, you'll just be staring at the water, endlessly waiting for fish to nibble on. I'm not patient enough for that. Now that you have the ability to use bait, let's go over all of the types of bait in this game so that you can catch that legendary fish. Regular bait is your bread and butter. You can craft 5 of these with a single bug meat, and you can buy these from Willy for only 5 gold each. At the bare minimum, you need to at least use a regular bait. Without it, you'll be staring at your line forever. Then we have magnets. These are just as effective as regular bait for fish. However, they also increase the chance to get a treasure chest by 15%. The only issue is that they cost 1000 gold each at Willy and an entire iron bar to craft. So only use these when you actually want treasure chests. Okay, wild bait. You'll get the recipe for this when you reach 4 hearts with Linus, and they're a little trickier to craft. However, these are most definitely worth it. Wild bait gives you a chance to pull in 2 fish instead of 1. Since these are quite expensive to craft, only use wild bait when you're hunting for valuable fish like lava eels or sturgeons. Wild bait also causes fish to bite even quicker than regular bait. Magic bait. You can buy the recipe from Mr. Key's Golden Walnut Room for 20 key gems, and yeah, they're also a little bit expensive to craft as they require radioactive ore. Regardless, these are insanely helpful for perfection. Magic bait will allow you to catch any fish in any season or weather as long as you cast in the correct biome. Now we get into some brand new bait in the latest 1.6 update, challenge bait. You can only craft challenge bait after you have obtained the elusive fishing mastery. Challenge bait will give you the privilege to catch 3 fish at the same time. However, it will only work if you get a perfect catch. If a fish leaves the bar 3 times, you'll fail the catch. So challenge bait is high risk, high reward. Personally, I don't use the stuff. Now for the ultimate best bait in the entire game, deluxe bait. You can craft it or you can even get it for free using a deluxe bait bin. Since they're kind of expensive to craft, I just use deluxe worm bins and slowly accumulate tons of the stuff. Deluxe bait is special because it will reduce the time between bites by 67%, the most out of any bait. Additionally, it will also increase the size of your bar. The only bait in the entire game that can do that. Use deluxe bait for legendary fish. There is no better alternative. There is one more brand new type of bait in the game thanks to this 1.6 update, and you can only get this bait by using the brand new bait maker. It's simple. Just drop a fish into this thing and it will create a bait of that type of fish. This bait will drastically increase the likelihood of catching that type of fish. This is incredible for events like the Squid Fest and the Trout Derby. However, I tend to only use this stuff on lava eels. That's it for bait. Now for the true superpower of Stardew Valley fishing. Tackle is what will turn your rod into an absolute beast. To use tackle, you will need to get to level 6 fishing so that you can buy an iridium fishing rod. This will allow you to use a single tackle. However, thanks to the new 1.6 update, you can now get an advanced fishing rod that will allow you the ultimate privilege of using 2 tackles at the same time. To get the advanced fishing rod, just get the fishing mastery. Now onto the different types of tackle and which you should use to absolutely conquer and destroy those legendary fish. Before I show you the tackles, you need to know that you can use Mayor Lewis's shorts as tackle. This will cause your bobber to be Mayor Lewis's shorts. Why would you do this? Well, the truth is that you should only ever do this if you have the advanced iridium fishing rod. This is because there is a bug in the game. If you use his shorts in the second slot, it will cause your first slot to be invincible. That means that the first tackle will never lose durability and last forever. Straight off the bat, we have the spinner and the dressed spinner. This will reduce the time between bites, kind of like bait. The spinner will reduce the time between bites by 3.75 seconds, and the dressed spinner will reduce the time by 7.5 seconds. Naturally, you can use two of these at the same time to basically instantly get a bite every single cast. This is a great tackle if you're trying to catch loads of easy fish. The lead bobber. This thing is useless. It will add weight to your bar and prevent it from bouncing when it hits the bottom. Listen, just tap on your way down and you'll be fine. Do not use this. The cork bobber is kind of incredible. This little thing will increase the size of your fishing bar, and if you use two of these, your bar is going to be absolutely massive. I always use at least one of these with the advanced fishing rod to just have a massive bar for those legendary fish. For the legendary fish, I always combine that cork bobber with the ultimate legendary fish destroyer, the trap bobber. This is mandatory for legendary fish as it slows down the speed at which the progress bar reduces by 33% when the fish is not in the bar. Listen, hard fish will be out of the bar. The trap bobber makes catching them viable. Use this for legendary fish or suffer in silence. Do you ever want to catch fish without having to actually play the minigame? Then the barbed hook is the perfect fishing tackle for you. This will cause your bar to automatically move with the fish. It's not that reliable and won't let you catch hard fish unless you have a massive bar. A huge fishing bar makes the barbed hook incredibly reliable. Use the cork bobber, the barbed hook, some seafoam pudding, and the deluxe fishing bait to almost guarantee any fish without even touching the keyboard. It's crazy convenient. The quality bobber is one of my favorite tackles thanks to the new update. The quality bobber will increase the quality of fish you catch. If you are level 10 fishing and you use this lovely little fishing tackle, you will exclusively catch iridium quality fish. This is incredibly important and will make you absolutely rich. I'll show you why later in this video. Do not miss it. The curiosity lure is hot garbage. Skip this every single time. It causes certain fish to have a higher chance to bite onto your line. However, this is a very select few fish and the increase is so tiny that you should just completely ignore this thing. The latest 1.6 update has now given us the brand new sonar bobber. This tackle will show you what fish is hooked onto your line before you even catch it. This is kinda cool if you're after a specific fish, since you can just hit escape to cancel the minigame and recast your line. However, it's not that useful. The treasure hunter on the other hand is great. If you're after treasure chests, then the treasure hunter fishing tackle will increase the chance of getting a chest by 5%. And yes, if you use two of these, it will be increased by 10%. Combine that with magnets and the correct fishing profession, and you'll absolutely be swimming in fishing treasure. Speaking of professions will take your farmer and turn them into an absolute menace for every fish in Stardew Valley. However, some of those professions are hot garbage. At level 5 fishing, you will get two options. The fisher profession, which increases the sale price of fish by 25%, and the trapper profession, which makes it cheaper to craft crab pots. I'm going to make this simple for you. Always use the fisher profession. The trapper profession is absolutely hot garbage, just don't use it. Fortunately, at level 10, things get a little bit more interesting. You can choose the angler profession that will increase the sale price of fish by 50%, which is absolutely insane by the way. Or you can pick the pirate profession to increase the chance of finding treasure chests by 15%. Both are incredible for different reasons. I will show you two incredible min-max use cases for both of these shortly. Fishing food is incredibly important. Fishing food will increase your fishing level, and yes, food can make you go past level 10. If you struggle with a legendary fish, add some fishing food and it'll be a piece of cake. The easiest food to get is trout soup. You can just buy this from Willy to get +1 fishing. It's great in the early game, however, we will quickly upgrade from this peasant food. Because once you get Willy to friendship level 9, he will teach us the recipe to make a lobster bisque. This will give you +3 to your fishing, and if you use key Keys special seasoning, it'll give you +4 to your fishing. As a huge added bonus, this stuff is extremely easy to cook, requiring only 1 lobster and 1 serving of milk. Kind of game breaking if you ask me. Now if you want to absolutely ensure you catch those legendary fish, use seafoam pudding. Unfortunately, this stuff is harder to cook as you need a flounder, a midnight carp and some squid ink. Fortunately, it is more than worth it, as you will get +4 to your fishing level, or a +5 if you use Key seasoning. This increases your fishing bar by 50%. It's a no-brainer. I learned this new trick recently where you can double stack cooked meal buffs. First, get some buffed up seafoam pudding to get to level 15 fishing. Then head to the desert festival and talk to the chef. Choose shrimp and pungent garlic to get some smell of the sea. This beautiful meal will give you +3 to your fishing level, putting you at level 18. Look at this bar, it's massive, right? Wait, it gets better. Enchant your fishing rod with the master enchantment to get another level in fishing, making you level 19 fishing. This is a monster fishing bar. Nothing can escape you with this absolute power. Speaking of fishing enchantments will take your regular old fishing rod and turn it into a god tool of perfection. However, some of these will ruin your experience altogether. Let's ensure you don't make any mistakes. Let's start off with the Master Enchantment. This one is simple. It will permanently increase your fishing level by 1, making your rod ever so slightly bigger. This is great when stacked with other buffs as we saw earlier. The Auto Hook Enchantment is great for lazy players like myself. When a fish bites onto your line, the game will automatically hook the fish and start the minigame, effectively allowing you to zone out a bit. Great for Netflix fishing and chill. The Efficient Enchantment will simply cause your fish to use 0 energy when being used. I can see some use for this, however by the time you get to this stage in the game, energy is most likely not an issue anymore. I would re-roll if I got this one. The Preserving Enchantment is another one of those that I would re-roll. This will reduce how quickly tackle and bait get used up. It works on both bait and tackle and it's just not that useful in my opinion. I would usually always go for the Master Enchantment, and if I'm lazy, the Auto Hook Enchantment. Okay, I'm gonna show you a couple combinations that will turn you into an absolute nightmare. The fish will literally fear you. Get to level 10 fishing. Get that smell of the seafood from the Desert Festival chef. Use the Master Enchantment. Drink some buffed up seafoam pudding, and most importantly, use 2 cork tackles on your advanced fishing rod. This will be your fishing bar. This is so unbalanced that there is no fish that could ever escape your treacherous grasp. Use this combo on sturgeons or lava eels and you will be golden. If you have the extended family key quest during the Desert Festival, they will be the easiest legendary catches you have ever had. The second combo will literally let you swim in fishing treasure chests. This is important as this is the most reliable way to get the golden animal crackers. First, pick the pirate profession. Wear 2 lucky rings. Drink some buffed up ginger ale and eat some buffed up spicy eel. Have 2 treasure hunter tackles on your rod and use magnets. If you do this on the best possible luck day, you will have a crazy 65% chance of finding a treasure chest with every single cast. And about 25 of those will be golden treasure chests, ensuring that you absolutely swim in golden animal crackers. This next combination will make you literally swim in gold. It'll be unfair. This is with the brand new fish smoker. You see, the fish smoker will turn your fish into artisan goods, increasing their sale price by 40%. However, since they are still technically fish, they will also gain the benefits of the angler profession, increasing their value by another 50%. It gets even better. Unlike wine and jelly, those fish will keep their quality. So if you take an iridium quality lava eel and drop it into a fish smoker, you will make 5,800 gold for every single smoked iridium quality lava eel. That's stupid. That's insane. Enjoy being rich. Now that you have mastered fishing, watch this video with 30 of the most important tips and tricks in Stardew Valley so that you can master the other aspects of the game. Thanks for watching, but for now, I will see you in the next video.